All right, so getting that done, and I'm gonna get some other lighting on as well in here in a second. All right, let's hit what this light maybe this light. Okay. It's a bit better as far as lighting, so it's a lot better. Oh yeah, it's way more light than the other one was. Pretty good. What's up, Teamster? How's it going, man? Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate you, dude. All right, let me do a quick share real quick. Uh, do a share on Remind. Just sharing the stream real quick to the Remind 101 so everybody's notified. I rarely use the Remind 101 now with the inclusion of the community tab, but I said cool. All right. What's up, Waffle? It's been good, Zingster. It's been good. Just been visiting with family down here, and things like that. It's been pretty good. I can't complain for sure. It's been a humbling time. It's a good experience to talk to my family and stuff like that again. Um, Watching a lot of older YouTube videos again from my favorite YouTubers with my siblings, and seeing a lot of the stuff that I liked that made me want to do YouTube. Um, in the beginning, anyway. So it's been a pretty sorry guys. It's been a pretty humbling, pretty good experience to get back to the roots and remember why I started with YouTube and stuff like that. Huh. But yeah, we're gonna wait on a few people, more people to jump in, and then once we got a decent amount of people here, we'll start the story. I don't want anybody to miss anything and stuff like that, so we'll make sure to let's go. Let's get things going with the bubble filter. Just gonna get things going. Get things going. Look at that manly bubble filter. Look at that manly bubble filter going on right there, dude. Look at that manly bubble filter right there. Look at that. If I could pop these, do you understand? I mean, if I could pop them, it wouldn't really change much. But I mean, it's the principle. If I shake my phone, does it make? No, it doesn't make more bubbles. I thought if I shook my phone, can I pop them or something? Can't pop them. I haven't even gotten back to my PC waffle to change any of the stream commands, so I haven't added any of the commands yet. I'll add them as soon as I get back to my home PC. And in a few days, I'll be announcing something that's happening, but that affects that a little bit. But I am gonna be trying my best to add them if I remember. I have to get my PC and things going, and I'll better add them from there or from that retrospect. So I'll for sure make sure I try to get on adding it as soon as possible. Sorry that it's not already done, as I would prefer to have it done already. All right. Anyway, but yeah, man. Tonight's story times, I haven't decided what I'm gonna be doing for tonight's story time because there's a lot of different stories that I can tell. And go. There's a lot of different stories that I can tell. There's some that I shouldn't tell. There's others that I'm going to tell that I shouldn't tell. But there's so much crazy stuff that's happened in my life. Um, it's just crazy. So for sure. Are you staying in Texas forever? That's what it's looking like. Yeah, which isn't a problem. This is my home. And that's probably what's gonna happen, which is totally fine, like I said, because I'm used to being here and all. Um, but things are still uncertain, and I just don't want to like give you guys an update like that until I'm certain. So until I'm certain, we're just not gonna, you know what I mean? We're not gonna um, lay out anything that seems official, right? There's a lot of different stories. What's up, Mag Daddy Go Tinks? I saw you down there. I just didn't. I forgot to correlate that I saw you. But there's a so what was I saying? Yeah, there's just so many different stories. Like I remember I've been through like three hurricanes. Those were horrible. Remember the stories for those? Like I was there during Hurricane Harvey, Hurricane Ike. Hurricane Ike sucked. Like my whole bedroom was flooded in Hurricane Ike and stuff like that. But there's just so many different stories that I could tell, and I don't know which one to tell. But I'm gonna tell the story of bravery, of loyalty, and of love, and of me getting my ass whipped for a wedding cake that I had nothing to do with touching. Okay, it was the year was at least like, and I sound like a grandpa saying this, but the year was maybe 2008, and my mom was getting married to like what was her second husband, which was the best guy ever, best that I ever had. Was a pretty cool guy. and they had a cake. So they leave this cake. They leave this cake. I'm putting on the documentary filter because we gotta in a world where okay. They leave this cake on the table. And I'm like, okay, sure, the cake's on the table. That's totally fine. The cake's on the table. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, the cake's on the table. Oh, I can zoom in and out. That's cool. Can I? Is that what I just did? Did I just zoom in? I did. Okay. But the cake was left on the table, and I'm like, okay, cake's on the table. That's fine. All the boys that are at this wedding party are in my room because recently, back then, when I was somewhat wealthy, I got a PlayStation 2. Now, keep in mind at the time, the PlayStation 2 was the most updated gaming system other than like the Wii. So if you had a PlayStation 2, you had it made. You had a PlayStation 2. So we're playing Mortal Kombat. I don't remember which Mortal Kombat it was, but it was the newest one at the time. Like it was brand new. Like everyone, all the guys just chilling in my room. And I'm just using this big heavy set dude. I don't know what the guy's name was in the actual thing of Mortal Kombat, but I'm just using this big heavy set dude on Mortal Kombat and bodying everybody. I'm just destroying everyone that's in my room. They keep the rule was if you lose the match, you pass the controller. Everybody's passing their controller. They're fighting me. They're just like getting bodied. No, this is Ryan. This is like in 2008. This is so long ago. I doubt you were even alive. And if you were alive, well, no, you'd be alive. You would have had to have been alive 2019. Yeah, you'd be alive. But like it it was one of the older Mortal Kombat. I don't know which, maybe like Mortal Kombat 4 or something. It was one of the way older Mortal Kombat. But I'm using this big heavy set dude with a bald head. I can't remember his name for the life of me. I would look him up, but that's work. But I'm just bodying anyone and everyone that picks up a controller. Anyone who picks up a controller, I'm just bodying them, right? So this is at my mom's wedding party, right? So it's 2008, somewhere near there anyway. We're at this wedding party, my mom's wedding party. The adults are all in the living room. They're getting wasted, which is fine. It's a wedding party, right? All the boys that were there are in my room, and we're playing Mortal Kombat. I'm whipping everybody. All the girls were in my little sister Cornique at the time. She's the oldest little sister now, but back then she was like the only one. So they're in her nursery, which is where all the girls were, taking care of the baby, playing with the baby, and just doing whatever they were doing. I didn't go. No one ever went in there, so no one really knew or whatever, right? So one of my cousins' names is Gavin, and Gavin was the odd one. What's up, Pro Ace Gamer? So we're chilling, we're having fun. I am on, I swear to God, like a 20 win streak on Mortal Kombat. No one can stop me, no one can touch me. I am as nitty, gritty, and manly as you can get in that game. And all of a sudden, my mom calls everyone into the living room. Keep in mind that no one had been called, none of the children had been called. The adults, boys, and the girls had not talked to each other for like an hour. There was no reason. And it's a wedding party. All the adults are drunk. There's no reason for the kids to go downstairs. Anyway, we go in there. We look at the cake that's sitting on the table. And there's a huge fucking fingerprint down the middle of the cake where someone has used their finger, scraped the icing all the way down, and basically licked their finger and then just dipped. Logically speaking, I don't know how the adults didn't see or know who it was because the cake was on the table and the table was like, if you went in there, the table was like to the right. The couch and like the sitting area where the adults were is like to the left. So they must have just been really preoccupied because I don't know how they didn't notice. But there's just a huge fingerprint going down the middle of this cake. And my mom is furious. And I'm just like, damn it, bro. Damn it, bro. Damn it. Damn it. Why me? Why? Why? Like my win streak. My win streak. And then, I mean, back then, my mom, I mean, most parents believe in whippings. And I mean, I got whippings as a kid, of course. And my mom's just like, who did it? And no one answers. There's just like a dead silence. There's a dead silence that's so thick that if you had walked into the room at the wrong time, you would have gotten whacked in the face by a pound of silence. And she asked again, she's like, who did it? Who put their finger in the cake? And I'm just like, look, man, I speak up. I'm like, look, man, I don't know who did this, but I'm on a win streak. Just let me go back to my room. I didn't do it. I didn't touch nothing. Just let me go. You know it wasn't me. I'm not you. I didn't do it. And that didn't cut it because back then when I was younger, especially when I was around my cousins or my siblings that came later on, my mom has this expression where she says the good will suffer for the bad, meaning if one person does something wrong and they don't come forward, everyone who did nothing wrong still gets whipped as well. Oh, the whippings that were passed out that night. We got into an old school conga line, and ass whippings were passed out like candy that night. Oh, the ass whippings. I mean, she would you'd step forward in the line. It was like a concentration camp line, except we weren't getting what's up, Lex the cat. We weren't getting burnt. We were just getting straight whacked. Like you'd walk forward, you'd clench the ass cheeks. You'd be like, oh, God, I'm sorry. Just get me out of this. The belt would impact your ass, and you just be like you would just die because like I don't know, man. Like as an adult now, I realized how overrated whippings were, and I don't know why I was scared of them. But at the same time, as an adult looking at my siblings, I understand like why whippings are a scary thing to get. So it's like, okay, I understand that. Like, but this lady had us in a concentration camp Auschwitz line, going one by one to get multiple pops with a belt with rhinestones on it, and then being sent to the back. And then on top of that, my aunt, who decided to be extra because she always is extra, comes to the back because I'm like, okay. If I catch this whipping, I could just go back to whipping ass on Mortal Kombat. I'll get over it. Long as I go back to whipping ass on Mortal Kombat, right? I go into my room to try to continue my win streak on Mortal Kombat because for anyone who missed this, for anyone who missed this is 2008. This is a long time ago, right? And it's a wedding party. Just to fill in, it's a wedding party with my mom, and it's complicated. But I go back into my room. I'm like, okay, I got my whipping. It's fine. Usually, my mom's thing was if you got a whipping, you weren't punished. If you didn't get a whipping, you were punished. It was one or the other. Um, I go back into my room. My aunt busts in because I'm picking up my controller. Everyone's crying and sniffling. I'm like, it's okay, guys. It's okay. Let's get back on Mortal Kombat. I just want to whip some more ass. Aunt comes in. Aunt comes in. No, no Mortal Kombat. Turn that fucking game off. Ah, my win streak. My win streak. My win streak on Mortal Kombat that day, I shit you not, all my life, was higher than any win streak. My highest win streak in Xenoverse is like an 11. That win streak I had on that game that day was like a 20, bro. I was so heated, so upset, bro. I was so upset. It was so horrid because all they had to do was come forward. We knew who it was who did it to the cake, but he wouldn't come forward and he just let everyone get a whipping. It goes without saying that everyone hated that man for like the next few months. Like we just didn't talk to him because like we had literally all gotten whipped for essentially for a reason, but it was the fact that he I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. I was really good at Mortal Kombat. I was incredibly good at Mortal Kombat, actually, believe it or not. I just was good at it. I don't know why. All these filters are nice. I don't know why, but I was really, really good at it. Crush. What is this? Glow. Let's try this filter out for a little while. But that's what happened with that. It was so horrible, man. My win streak. The whipping didn't even matter. I didn't care about the whipping. I was mad. Everyone else was mad because we got whipped. I was mad about the win streak. I was so mad about my win streak. Yeah, but that was in like '08. That was like back when I was still in like starting elementary school, finishing elementary school, or starting middle school. I can't exactly remember, but that was back then. I mean, and I have a lot of crazy stories from my past as a kid. Like the time that our car got stolen. It was like it was that same house. I remember it was the same house, but at that point, my mom either we would get dropped off at school or she would drive us to school. So it was a normal morning. We woke up, mom was like, okay, don't worry about it. Hey guys, I'm gonna drive you to school or whatever. All right. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Because my cousins were living with me. So it was me and my cousins. I was like, okay, I don't feel like walking anyway, because there's a dog, and I'll tell that story next because that's important. But there was a dog that was in like the surrounding area and the gates that we had to jump to get to school. because we didn't go around. We just jumped to get these. We just jumped gates, right? So there's a dog, and my mom's like, okay, I'll just drive you to school. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. So I get dressed, right? And I walk outside, fully dressed, fully freshened up and everything, totally normal morning. The car's not in the driveway. And I'm like, okay, maybe Quincy, who's my stepdad at the time, went to the store or something. Maybe he went to the store or something. I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, okay, cool. Totally fine, right? Quincy walks out of their room, the master bedroom, and he's like, what's up? What are y'all doing? Go get in the car. And I'm like, so I'm thinking, okay, I'm tripping. I'm definitely tripping. The car's outside. I'm tripping. I'm fully tripping. I walk back outside. I'm like, hey, mom, the car's not outside. She's like, what are you talking about? The car's in the driveway. I'm like, no, I don't, I don't think it is. It doesn't seem to be very in there. It does not seem to be in there. Sorry, guys. She goes outside, and the noise my mom makes, the noise of absolute anger and frustration, is one of the funniest noises that I've ever heard in my life. It was exasperation mixed with like tension, mixed with it was like so aggravated of a noise that I was just like, Jesus Christ. And like my stepdad goes outside and his car, he has music in it, he has rims on it. The car's just gone. So for a few days we didn't have a car. We ended up getting a rental. We found the car. The car had been driven like 20 miles away, left on the side of the highway and stripped of all the music, the wheels, which were like rims, 27 or 23-inch rims. They'd been stripped of the car had been stripped of everything. Radio, everything. And it was just the saddest thing ever, dude. Jump Force. I'm excited for Jump Force. The combat system looks a little bit loose, but I've learned that I like loose combat systems. The only thing that I could say about it that I don't think is okay for sure, definitely, like most definitely, is I don't really like how some characters are spammable. I watched somebody play Rukia, who's a character from Bleach, and her ice ultimate as well as her ice super attack are like freezing attacks, but they can be used consecutively. With other characters, you can't really use their moves like spammy like that, but with hers, you can literally just do. I don't remember what the move was called, but it's like ice shard, ice shard, ice shard. And I'm like, oh my god, she's broke. Like, yeah, she's broken. Like I saw that, and I'm just like, okay, well, that doesn't look balanced. I don't want another Xenoverse. I want an actual good game. Like Xenoverse is great and all, but spam, netcode, like I don't want to deal with that shit. I really don't. Like I seriously don't want to deal with that, okay? I don't. All right? And it just I don't know, man. This is why Bleach is dead. I got addicted to Bleach when I was in 6th grade. Yep, 6th or 7th grade I got addicted to Bleach. I never had watched it. I actually went to the library. I was looking for something to read because I loved reading back then. I still do, but only if I'm really interested. Back then, I'd pick up anything. I picked up a lawyer book, a book about law and order, and read all of it cover to cover. I knew more about legal stuff than our accountant. But I I picked up the Bleach manga, like the first Bleach manga. I think I actually picked up the second one. I read the second one. I was like, damn. I went back and read the first one. Then I started from number 3, and it was just Bleach was good. I read the manga. I didn't watch it. And the manga, honestly, for you anime watchers, the manga was good. The manga was a lot better than the anime, honestly. I felt like the manga added a lot more light, but most manga animes are like that, though. I loved Bleach. I am coming, Rebecca. I am coming. All right. I want a Zanpakuto. Like I want one so bad. I don't even know which one I'd want. I kind of want Renji's. If you guys remember him, because he had the one that it was a slow attacking one. So like you had a cooldown on your attacks. You had a cooldown on your attacks. It was like a 5-second cooldown. But once the cooldown went down, you could attack. It was like a tank, but with less cooldown. Renji's shit was amazing. Like Renji's was amazing. I like because his like would split and wrap around people, and all, I just yeah, it was good. Bleach was great. Bleach was amazing. I'm not flaring my nostrils. That's weird. That I don't like your fetishes. I don't hashtag weird fetishes. He's the type to try to give a god a fade. I mean, I would argue there weren't really any god level characters in Bleach. Like, I mean, if you took a Bleach character and put them against a Dragon Ball Z character with Zanpakuto, they would last for maybe they'd last a while. It'd be a good fight. But I mean, like with without like physical abilities, they were strong because of the sword. That's it. Like they were strong because of the swords. Without the swords, their physical ability wasn't that much because their swords had souls of powerful warriors sealed in them. So without the swords, they were all kind of boo boo by themselves. So I mean, like honestly, they're strong, but definitely not god level strong. You can't just I don't know. Do you watch Seven Deadly Sins? No, but Hood does. If you know who Hood is, Hood watches Seven Deadly Sins, and his sister watches it. Um, I never got into it. I watched an episode. It looked stupid, and I just never got back into it simply because it just I don't know. The one that represents death is broken. I don't know the name, but that one was really, really broken. Like I was scared of that one, legit, and it wasn't even real. That one was pretty broken. Um, sadly, but so broken. What was I doing? Uh, okay, let me see. Yeah, but but Seven Deadly Sins just seemed unnecessary. It seems like an anime that doesn't really have a purpose. And you were coming to me and Brandon. What? Yikes! All right, guys, but I do have some other obligations. I do need to end tonight's stream. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. I'm still trying to get my software and stuff working, and also still trying to fucking demolish them. Saitam was like perfect cell level. I'll give him that. Other than that, I can't really see him going that far because of like galaxy busting and all that stuff. But I do need to go. I'll see what I can do tomorrow. What do I think of? The Bankai is broken. There's nothing for me to think about that. It's incredibly broken. There's nothing for me to think about that. It's broken. It's super broken. It's, yeah, Bankai is incredibly broken. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining the stream tonight. I'll see what I can do tomorrow. I'm trying to still see if I can get this computer to at least let me do Dokkan. But have a nice night, guys. And as always, I'll see you in the other world. Bye, guys.